Stop calling her lucky. The woman you admire, the one who walks into a room and owns it, who never seems rattled, who somehow always lands on her feet, she isn't lucky. She built herself on purpose, one decision at a time. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you the exact blueprint she used. Being a smart woman was never about degrees, resumes, or having a flawless life. It's about something quieter and far more powerful. How you show up for yourself when no one's watching. How you think under pressure. The choices you make when it would be easier not to. And the life you build that actually makes you proud to look at. Today I'm giving you 7 principles that separate the women who merely get by from the women who become unstoppable. These aren't feel-good platitudes. They're the actual mechanics of confidence, respect, and a life that belongs entirely to you. Let's get into it. Principle 1. Confidence is built, not born. The first truth you need to accept. Confidence isn't a personality trait you were handed at birth. It's a skill, forged in the exact moments you'd rather avoid. Every time you speak up when your voice wants to shake. Every time you act despite the fear sitting in your chest. Every time you trust yourself to handle whatever lands on your plate. You're relaying another brick. Smart women still feel doubt. The difference is, they've stopped waiting for the doubt to leave before they move. Principle 2. She leads with emotional intelligence, not impulse. The second principle is emotional intelligence, and it's the one most people skip past. A reactive woman lets every provocation dictate her next move. A smart woman doesn't. Instead of firing back the instant she's triggered, she takes a breath, reads the moment, and responds with clarity instead of chaos. She doesn't suppress her emotions, she listens to them, then chooses her response deliberately instead of letting adrenaline choose it for her. That single habit, pause before you react, is why she reads as calmer, sharper, and more in control than everyone else in the room. And because of it, she earns respect everywhere she goes, not because people are afraid of her, but because they trust her. Principle 3. Financial independence is non-negotiable. Principle 3 is one too many women still avoid. Financial independence is not optional if you want real freedom. You don't need to be rich. You need to not be blind. Where is your money going? What are you saving? What are you doing to grow it? A smart woman takes ownership of her financial picture because she understands a simple, uncomfortable truth. Financial dependence quietly shrinks your options, your voice, and your ability to walk away from anything that isn't serving you. Principle: she sets and defends her boundaries. Next is the principle that will change your life the moment you actually apply it: boundaries. A smart woman is not a professional people pleaser. She doesn't say yes to everything just to keep the peace. She doesn't let energy vampires drain her dry, and she doesn't let her kindness become something people exploit. She knows exactly what she's worth, and she says no without a 3-paragraph apology attached. The second you stop letting people walk over your limits is the second you step into a version of your life you didn't know was available to you. Principle 5, she never stops learning. And finally, the smartest women never consider themselves finished. The world moves fast, and standing still is the same as falling behind. She reads, she listens, she asks the question everyone else is too proud to ask. She lets go of ego the moment it starts blocking her growth. She adjusts, adapts, and keeps building the next version of herself, on repeat, for life. So here's the real takeaway. Being a smart woman was never about knowing everything. It's about choosing to build unshakable confidence, mastering your emotional responses, taking control of your money, holding your boundaries like they matter, because they do, and ever committing to grow for as long as you're alive. It's about deciding you are capable and worthy of a life you actually love, starting now. The only question left is whether you're ready to become her. I promise you, she's already inside you, waiting. Confidence. Deep dive. Confidence was never about feeling sure of yourself every second of the day. It's about deciding that whatever happens, you'll figure it out. Smart women don't wait to feel ready. They act first, and the confidence catches up afterward. Every time you push through fear or uncertainty, you're handing yourself proof that you can survive hard things. That proof is where confidence actually comes from. Think back to the last time you did something for the first time. Maybe you spoke up in a meeting you'd normally sit silent in. Maybe you went somewhere alone. Maybe you made a call that terrified you. You were nervous. You probably felt underprepared. You did it anyway, and you survived. It wasn't flawless, but what you walked away with mattered more than perfection. Evidence that you can handle what scares you. That evidence is confidence. Confidence isn't a trait, it's a muscle, and muscles only grow under repeated use. One of the most common mistakes is believing confidence shows up after you succeed. It's backwards. Confidence is built by the showing up itself, by acting before you feel ready, over and over, until the fear gets quieter. Here's the mechanism working against you. Your brain's entire job is to keep you safe, not fulfilled. It has zero interest in your goals or your potential. It just wants to avoid discomfort. That's why stepping outside your comfort zone floods your mind with questions like, what if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if I'm simply not enough? Smart women have learned something crucial. Those thoughts aren't facts. They're just fear, doing its job a little too well. The way through is action. You take the step before you feel ready, and when your mind tries to pull you back, you answer it with, I don't need to feel ready. I just need to begin. Confidence isn't first in line. Courage is. Confidence is simply the reward waiting on the other side of it. Now let's talk about failure, because it quietly derails more women than almost anything else. Somewhere along the way, we absorbed the idea that failing means we're not good enough. Smart women reject that framing entirely. To them, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a required ingredient of it. Every mistake, every rejection, every setback is simply data, information your future self needs. Picture the most confident woman you know. She wasn't handed that energy at birth. She's been knocked down, doubted herself in the dark, faced real setbacks, and kept moving anyway. Every obstacle she pushed through made her sturdier. That's what real confidence actually is. Not the absence of fear, but the refusal to let fear steer the car. So how do you actually build it? You practice daily. You speak even when your voice wavers. You make decisions without narrating a defense for them. You take up space without shrinking first. And above all, you stop waiting for someone's permission slip. Confident women do need applause to move forward. They trust themselves enough to act without it. Here's another lever. Stop measuring your life against someone else's highlight reel. The instant you start pricing your worth by comparison, you've handed your power to a stranger. Real confidence isn't sourced from social media, from being liked, or from being better than anyone. It comes from the quiet knowledge that you are enough, exactly as you stand right now. Confidence was never about feeling amazing 24/7. It's about showing up, taking the action anyway, and proving to yourself that you're capable, even while the doubt is still talking. Every time you do the thing you once thought was out of reach, you get stronger, and the stronger you get, the less real estate fear gets to occupy in your head. That's the moment you step fully into your own power and start living life on terms you actually chose. Boundaries. Deep, smart women understand something most people get backwards. Boundaries were never meant to be walls that lock people out. They're the instructions for how you expect to be treated. You're not setting them to punish anyone. You're setting them to protect your peace, your time, and your energy. Too many of us were raised to be people pleasers by default, to say yes while meaning no, to dodge every hint of confrontation, to place everyone else's needs ahead of our own. But here's the catch. If you don't define your own limits, someone else will define them for you. And that's the exact recipe for waking up drained, resentful, and running on empty. Boundaries start with self-respect. If you won't honor your own limits, you can't reasonably expect anyone else to. A lot of women feel guilty setting them, convinced it makes them selfish. It's the opposite. Boundaries are an act of self-care and a quiet declaration of confidence. They tell the world, plainly, this is what I'll accept, and this is what I won't. So where do you start? First, get honest about your limits. What drains you? What leaves you feeling disrespected? What have you been tolerating that you shouldn't be? Anytime something leaves you uneasy, exhausted, or taken for granted, that's your cue. A boundary belongs there. Second, communicate it, clearly and without a lecture attached. Smart women don't over-explain, over-apologize, or build a legal case for their own choices. They say, "That doesn't work for me," or "I need time to myself." No paragraph of excuses, no guilt-soaked justification, just a clean, direct line. That's already more than enough. The hardest part isn't stating the boundary, it's holding it. Because the people who benefited from your lack of one won't be thrilled when it shows up. They might guilt-trip you, push back, try to make you feel like the villain. None of that is a signal to retreat. It's confirmation you trip, redoing exactly what needed to happen. A smart woman doesn't set a boundary and then just hope it's respected. She sets it, and she acts when it's crossed. If someone keeps ignoring your limits, you reduce their access to you. If a friend keeps dumping their problems on you but never returns the favor, you stop picking up every call. If a coworker keeps stacking extra work on your plate, you say plainly, "I can't take that on right now." Let's name the real obstacle, guilt. If you've spent years putting everyone else first, choosing yourself is going to feel foreign, maybe even wrong. It isn't. Your time matters. Your energy matters. Your peace matters. Anyone who genuinely values you will respect the line you draw. The people who get upset about your boundaries are, almost without exception, the ones who were quietly benefiting from you having none. Here's the payoff. Once you start enforcing boundaries, your confidence compounds. You stop feeling like a passenger in your own life and start driving it. You feel lighter, you feel less depleted, and you start attracting people who actually respect the woman you are, instead of the version of you that never says no. Boundaries, at their core, teach people how to treat you. They say, "I matter, my needs are legitimate, and I won't accept less than what I deserve." Smart women don't wait for permission to protect their energy. They treat it as essential, not optional. Confidence, second. Deep confidence isn't inherited, it's constructed. And it isn't about how you look or sound. It's about how you carry yourself, how much you trust your own judgment, and how you occupy space without apologizing for taking it. Confidence isn't a feeling that shows up on schedule. It's a decision you renew daily, the decision to treat yourself as worthy and capable, even on the days it doesn't feel true yet. One of the costliest mistakes women make is waiting to feel confident before acting. I'll speak up once I feel more prepared. I'll go for it once I feel ready. But confidence was never the starting line. Action is. You build it by doing the exact thing that scares you, repeatedly, until it stops scaring you. Every time you show up uncertain, every time your voice shakes but you speak anyway, you're collecting proof of your own capability. That's the entire mechanism. Now, the biggest confidence killer, self-doubt. That quiet, persistent voice insisting you're not smart enough, not ready enough, not enough, period. Self-doubt lies for a living, and the only way to mute it is to stop negotiating with it and act anyway. When it says, "You can't do this," you answer, "Watch me." When it says, "What if you fail?" you answer, "Then I'll learn and go again." Confidence also grows from keeping the promises you make to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and actually follow through, you're building internal trust, the kind that no one else can hand you. That's why the most confident women aren't the loudest talkers about their plans. They're the ones quietly executing them. They don't wait for motivation, permission, or a green light from someone else. They act, and the confidence gets manufactured through the acting. Another shift. Stop outsourcing your worth to other people's opinions. The second you go hunting for external validation, you've handed away your power. Real confidence is knowing your value without needing anyone to confirm it. When you stop needing to be liked by everyone, you free yourself completely, because confidence was never really about being liked. It's about being respected, and respect starts with how you treat yourself. That means speaking up when something's off, saying no to what doesn't align with you, walking away from anything that shrinks you, and owning exactly who you are, flaws included, without a disclaimer. Confidence also lives in your posture. It's not just mental, it's physical. The way you walk into a room speaks before you say a single word. Shoulders back, chin level, steady eye contact. You don't have to feel confident to look it, and looking it is often what triggers the feeling. Research backs this up. Your posture actually shapes your internal state, not just the other way around. So if you want to feel more powerful, start by acting like you already are. And the final piece, confident women treat failure as part of the process, not the opposite of it. Every confident person you've ever admired has failed more times than they've earned. Probably want to count. The difference is, they refused to let failure define their identity. They treated it as proof. They were in the arena, trying and growing. Confidence was never something you wait around for. It's something you manufacture, one uncomfortable action at a time. Boundaries. Second, deep. Boundaries were never about pushing people away. They're about guarding your time, your energy, and your well-being. Smart women know that saying yes to everyone and everything is the fastest route to burnout and quiet resentment. Boundaries aren't rude. They're required. They're a statement of self-respect, and once you set them, you're actively teaching people how to treat you. Here's the conditioning working against you. Many women were raised to believe boundaries make them difficult or unlikable. We were taught to be agreeable, to accommodate, to put ourselves last on the list. The result? Overcommitted, drained, and quietly resentful, all in the name of avoiding someone else's disappointment. But every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to your own priorities, your own peace, the things that actually matter to you. That's not strength. That's self-abandonment, wearing a nice outfit. Setting a boundary isn't about controlling anyone else. It's about taking ownership of your own life and holding yourself accountable to protecting it. If something leaves you uneasy, drains you, or clashes with your values, you're allowed to draw a line, and you don't owe a courtroom-length explanation for it. No is a complete sentence on its own. Step 1 is recognition. Notice where resentment, frustration, mating or exhaustion keep showing up in your life. Those feelings are data, not weakness. They're telling you something needs to shift. Maybe it's a friend who only ever takes. Maybe it's a relative who won't respect your space. Maybe it's a work demand quietly eating your time. Whatever it is, name it, because once you can see it clearly, you can finally change it. Step 2 is communication. Nobody can respect the boundary they were never told about. Smart women don't expect mind reading. They state their needs plainly, with confidence rather than apology. Not, "I'm so sorry, but I just can't." Instead, "This doesn't work for me," or "I need this time for myself." A hesitant boundary invites debate. A confident one closes it. Some people won't like your new limits, and that's fine. That's expected even. The people who genuinely respect you will honor them without a fight. The ones who push back are usually the ones who were quietly benefiting from you having none, and managing their reaction was never your job. Your job is protecting your own peace. Then comes the hardest part, enforcement. Stating a boundary is one thing. Holding it when someone tests it is another entirely, and someone will test it. The moment you start prioritizing yourself, expect pushback, guilt trips, and attempts to pull you back to your old, more convenient for them patterns. This is the fork in the road. Hold the line, or fold. Strong women hold it, because every time a boundary gets crossed without consequence, you've quietly taught someone that crossing it is fine. Standing firm without apology is one of the most powerful things a woman can do, because a boundary is really a statement about self-worth. It says, "I respect myself enough to not allow this. I value my energy enough to not tolerate this. I love myself enough to come first sometimes." And when you model that level of self-respect, you give other women permission to do the same. At the end of the day, boundaries were never about keeping people out. They're about protecting what matters most. Your time, your energy, your mental health, your peace. The moment you commit to enforcing them without guilt, everything shifts. You feel lighter, steadier, more in control. You stop feeling like a doormat and start feeling like the author of your own life. Because the most fulfilled women aren't the ones doing everything for everyone. They're the ones who know their limits, protect them fiercely, and refuse to abandon themselves just to keep the peace. Confidence. Final deep dive. Confidence was never something you were born holding. It's something you build, a muscle that strengthens purely through use. It was never about knowing everything or feeling zero doubt. It's about moving forward in spite of the doubt, showing up before you feel ready. Because the truth is, no one ever feels 100% prepared. If you're waiting for that feeling before you act, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Confidence is manufactured through doing, through risk, through proof gathered one uncomfortable rep at a time. Most people assume confidence means fearlessness. It doesn't. It means being willing to fail, willing to look a little foolish, willing to get it wrong in front of people. Every powerful woman you admire has felt fear, wrestled with self-doubt, battled imposter syndrome in private. The difference is, she never let those feelings cast the deciding vote. She walked into the room anyway. She spoke anyway. She decided anyway. Confidence gets built in exactly those small moments, the ones where you choose courage over comfort. One of the sneakiest confidence killers is overthinking, really just self-doubt wearing a disguise. It's the trap of running every possible scenario, worrying about perception, quietly convincing yourself you're not enough. And the longer you sit in that loop, the harder it becomes to actually move. The fix is blunt: decide, then move, before your own mind talks you out of it. Every time you do this, you're training yourself to trust your own instincts, and self-trust is the real root confidence grows from. Your body language is doing more work than you realize. It's a message you send yourself as much as anyone else. Walk in with slumped shoulders, no eye contact, and a quiet voice, and you're quietly telling your own brain you don't belong. Stand tall, hold eye contact, speak clearly, and you feel the shift almost instantly. Research consistently shows that confident posture, shoulders back, open gestures, actually changes your internal chemistry and sense of control. Smart women don't just think their way into confidence. They embody it physically, on purpose. Then there's your self-talk. Your mind believes whatever you repeat to it. Tell yourself, I'm not good enough, or I always mess this up often enough. And your brain will go find evidence to prove you right. Tell yourself, I am capable, I'll figure this out, I belong here, and it will start collecting proof of that instead. Smart women are deliberate about their inner dialogue. When a doubtful thought shows up, they challenge it and swap it for something sturdier, because the most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself, on repeat, every single day. Failure isn't confidence's opposite. It's part of the road. Every mistake, every rejection, every setback is simply a lesson wearing an inconvenient outfit. Smart women don't treat failure as a stop sign. They treat it as feedback. They study what went wrong, adjust, and try again. The most confident women aren't the ones who never fail. They're really the ones who refuse to let failure write their story. They don't sit in their mistakes. They extract the lesson and move. And finally, confidence is shaped by who's in your circle. Spend enough time around people who doubt you, undercut you, or can't see your potential, and their negativity will quietly become your inner voice. Smart women are deliberate about who gets access to them. They surround themselves with people who challenge them, lift them, and see potential in them even on the days they can't see it themselves. They stop spending energy trying to earn belief from people who were never going to give it, and instead invest that energy in relationships that actually build them up. At the end of the day, confidence is a choice, not a waiting room. It's not about feeling ready, feeling fearless, or getting someone else's stamp of approval. It's about deciding right now that you are enough, that you are worthy, and that you are capable. The smartest women have already figured out the one thing that changes everything. Confidence was never given to you. It was always something you had to take.